Peyton.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't think people realize how hard it is to be a morning show warrior.
My mother does.
Well, yeah. Every mom loves everything on Apple TV, including myself. Mother to a dog. Well, only got 1 Emmy nomination, if you can believe that.
What?
I know.
What?
And I'm always saying it.
And I just earned an Emmy right there for pretending to be shocked. I'm sorry for your
I'm
loss.
trying to understand how people see how Greta Lee was exposed by her own AI chatbot for having an affair in front of a live audience at like some sort of upfronts style event.
Huh?
And guess who she was having an affair with? Marion Cotillard's black husband.
Black husband?
Who's an artist who lives in a loft.
That happens.
And they had sex and she had a crazy voiceover about it.
Oh my God. And they sucked her.
And there was nothing for her.
It's disgusting. It's Trump's America.
No. And I'm always saying it. Anyway.
Any other snubs or surprises for you?
Yeah, I'll say another snub, Neighbors on HBO.
Oh, you love that. You had the hat, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I loved, as someone who has neighbor drama, I love that show. It's so good. It's so underrated. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Well, I was happy for Ariana Madix, and that's foreshadow. Surprise, when we talk about Love Island later. I was happy for Meg Stelter.
Oh, yeah.
That was fab.
Yeah.
God, she makes me laugh. And that's like clip watching, because I haven't even watched Hacks. I just watched the clips of Meg Stelter being funny with Paul. But can't wait to press play.
Yeah.
And then who else was I excited for? You know what show I got into because my brother and mom told me to watch it?
What?
Paradise.
Oh, that's the Hulu show?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
It's really good. There's like 2 seasons out. I watched it when I was in LA, and I was like, really, you know when like your brother, do you know when someone you don't trust recommends you a show? And you have to see, you say, oh, well, nothing left to lose. And I press play, and I actually had to give him his flowers.
That doesn't happen with the morning show somehow. That's crazy. Anyway, I will say Desi from Girls, government name, did not get an Emmy nomination, but he does have me.
Waiting for you. And his wife is like, here she go. She's starting. Oh, she working. Don't worry, it's not him. It's just Desi from Girls specifically.
Right,
it's not I'm not coming for your man. Unless he's in character. But from The Bear, right? Or from something else I'm missing.
Yeah, from The Bear.
Okay.
It was just Io this year. Yep.
My sister. I was gonna say
actually this bandana is from my Bear Halloween costume.
Oh,
in 2022. Look it up.
I forgot
Go back to my
that
Instagram.
You did
look it
that.
up.
I love when black girls date white boys. So we got one,
and that's Love Island for you. Loving the Virginia.
We doing a lot of foreshadow today because I know there's one person that's like, enough of the Love Island. We're out of Fiji.
Thank God.
Okay,
we took a flight. First flight out. Thank God.
Well, I'm still there emotionally, low-key.
I'm not. I'm ready to be done. Oh my goodness. Really? If you could have seen me waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to watch Love Island finale. I didn't have it spoiled for me last night. Thank God.
Okay, good.
And I just was like, get me through this show.
Yeah, we had to fast forward. But you know what we need to talk about? We were going to try to fit in this episode, but we don't have time. But we will circle back next week because we want to talk about Maddie's Secret, a film you have to see. Go see it so that next week we can all talk about it together.
Yes.
Because we want to include some spoilers, sorry.
I saw it on Sunday and I walked into the theater and John Early followed me on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, and we were having some discourse about Maddie being a baddie and that being like...
Maddie being a baddie. Need it on a shirt. Merch.
Yeah,
literally. Maddie being a baddie.
Yeah. The perfume also smells kind of good. The actual Maddie's Secret.
Oh, wait. I need to... Yes, they sent me that. But
me too. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then I smelled it after watching it to be like, oh, let me run that back.
So, okay, assignment. Maddie's Secret and The Invite.
Yes,
what you want to
do
talk
your
about.
homework. We'll do ours. We'll meet up on Zoom. Yes. But before that,
are you looking for a safe space for your secret celebrity opinion?
Do you need someone who understands your latest internet obsession?
We are decade-long best friends who connect over fussing
and discussing
all things pop culture.
We're your first stop after that TMZ push alert. From Higher Ground Audio, I'm Peyton Dix.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Lemme Say This.
And I've been saying it.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Jake.
Peyton.
Hunter.
Undo that with your hands. You're safe here. Put your shoulders down. We won't kill you. Come outside. We won't dump you. No. Okay, I said all that just to say, are you a lover or a hater?
Right now. Okay. You know what the answer is?
Yeah.
When I'm with my lovers, we hate together.
Oh.
Do you
And
know
that's
what I'm
inspired.
I'm not
Thank
a
you so much for that.
Yeah. If I catch myself hating alone, it's like that feels like loser behavior. I'm like, release
Yes,
it. But when
yes,
you're in
yes.
community hating, that's community.
Yeah, you said
And that's
1,
power.
2, 3,
And
release
this
them.
is
Yeah.
a safe space. We've already built community. I got here. Hunter gave me blotting wipes. I'm good. If you get shiny, we're gonna hit me up.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feel so I will hate
Wait.
when I'm with people.
Community
Yeah.
building is so
Yeah.
important. And we do that every week here.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
want me to? I've talked about this. Maybe I don't know if I've talked about this on a podcast before, but this is my secret society of community hating. Do you want to know what it is? It's really beautiful.
please.
This is a thing I've developed with a couple of my friends. Right now, my friend I have it with the most is Hannah Pilkis. We have this
Yes,
concept.
government.
We
Love.
have this concept called the list, and you have to keep it private. Like you have to keep it small between like it should be for you two and no one else. You may already have this.
Okay.
Because if you make it too big and if you make it public, it gets problematic.
Yeah.
But basically, all it is you take, whenever there's someone that comes into like the public eye or into your circle, like your communal circle, and something in your spirit, in your gut is like, no, but they've done nothing like specific or egregious to be like, hey, like this was fucked up. You tell your person who holds your list. So like you could hold each other's list and be like, hey, I'm just telling you, like Peyton's on my list. And the purpose of it is on the day when they do something fucked up, you have one person who knows like he saw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
yeah,
get
yeah.
that validation
I named
of
it, I
like
claimed it.
It's like a citation for your own intuition.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
but you can't, if you do that publicly, it becomes really problematic because then you're just like accusing people of being bad for no reason, right? So it's like, it has
It's
to be
never
like a
for
trust.
no reason.
No, but sometimes it's like beyond words,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's
Yeah.
just, I'm telling you, something's off.
Yeah.
And like, when you get there's nothing better than when you get like I mean, it's awful because it usually means that someone publicly did something egregious.
Right.
But, and so it is this bittersweet thing where you're like, hate that happened to someone, but I'm really proud of myself for calling that person was going to do something.
I'm going to start my list, sharing it exclusively. Jamie Lee Curtis and Jason Bateman.
Oh, it's celebrities. I thought we meant local.
Oh.
I meant local hires.
Yeah.
Like,
Local hires.
just like kind of petty people.
I can't
that we-
share that publicly. Although listen.
I
Let me
thought-
roll
yeah.
it out. It like is a scroll that goes like around the whole room.
So the natural follow-up question is, what sign are you?
Scorpio.
Of course, we go together. We're sister signs. I'm a Taurus.
Yeah. No, I can
Because
tell.
I was like, in a good way or?
In a very good way.
Oh, okay,
In a very good way. In a
okay.
very good way.
That was
What
very
sign do you think I
Scorpio of me.
am?
I think I know that you're a Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a beautiful pairing too, Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus and Leo are very powerful and very
Yeah.
petty, if anyone's wondering.
Oh,
That's-
sure. I would say if you like Leo, Scorpio, Taurus is sort of like the charmed ones of hating. Like we're
Yeah.
that's a powerful triumvirate.
Yeah. And there are other signs that are just too loud with their hating. And like we're quiet as it's kept.
Oh, well, that's the thing about Scorpio is that like our hating is mostly silent. And our revenge is also silent. Our revenge is also silent. Someone was like, do you like revenge? I was like, yeah, but it's different because like I'm currently getting revenge on people that wronged me in like 2009.
Yeah.
Like it's like you really play the long game.
Do you have a long memory? Like you never forget if you've been wronged?
Oh, there's like no world where I'll forget a lot of things, but like if someone's truly wronged me, I'll remember. Especially, and if I do forget the second I see them, I'll be like, oh yeah, that one time.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
You
I
know?
love that. I love that.
But
I'm the same way.
Do I believe this? I was gonna say the older I get, the better I am at surrounding myself with people I like. I feel like I get wronged less.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's like maturity and
Like in
growth.
high school, you're getting wronged left and right, but also like in college,
And you're wronging people left and right
and
in high
you're
school.
wronging
Sorry.
people left and
But
right.
that's called growth. You have to
100%.
you go through what you go through.
Totally. If you're constantly getting wronged in your 20s and then in your 30s, I think you do have to look in the mirror because it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Who do you keep around you?
Yeah.
Who's in your circle?
who's in your circle? What are your
That's
standards?
fabulous.
Well, who you are around is who you become.
Did your
And-
mom tell you that once? Yes.
That's
And
true.
she was always right when she did. You know?
That's really true.
She was. Okay, I want to talk about my favorite new show right now, which is called The World Cup.
Okay, we can talk about that.
Are you a World Cup diva?
I wouldn't claim diva, but I'm aware of it. I mean, the best thing about New York is that anything that's happening, you're absorbing by who you're around is who you become. So I do have like World Cup coming in. I've watched some of the games, not all.
Okay.
But I do care.
Yeah.
I did have a really embarrassing moment last night where I was at a gay dance party.
Many
And
such
we were
cases.
with my like gay guy friend group, and they were like we were planning a dinner to all like when we can all hang out next.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we'll do backyard dinner party Sunday night. And I was like, oh yeah, let me check my calendar. And I was like, oh, it's World Cup final. And they all looked at me like, we're done with that. Like we're not doing that. Like it's been too much
Like,
sports.
take that drag off,
They
first
literally,
of all.
yeah, it was like they were like, oh, you're gonna be straight for a little bit longer? No, bitch, come to dinner.
Yeah. Oh, you're bi. Sorry. Okay, Pride's over.
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, are you kind of like bandwagoning on the World Cup stuff, or you always been kind of into it?
I'm always down to watch a thing in a bar where people are excited about it.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, would I watch it at home? Like, absolutely not. But like, did I watch like the Knicks at the bars and like being the Knicks?
Yeah.
I cared about more because it was New York.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If New York
it was more
so-
hyper-specific.
If New York was in the World Cup and doing well, like, yeah, I'd be there. But I still do enjoy like being at a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love thinking about like New York versus the world.
No,
Like, that's how it
and
feels
that's how it
sometimes.
is. That's what it is.
That's how
That's
it is.
actually
And
what
guess
it
what?
is.
We win.
That's
We win.
Sam
We were
versus
reigning
everyone.
champs. New York in 5. What? Sorry, you can tell
my
I'm
God.
a bandwagon fan, but
Can't you just? I don't know why, but like, I know in my soul that if Mamdani was a soccer player, he'd be the goalie. Like he'd have that different little jersey that's like the cute one with the long
a
sleeves.
different little one. Yeah, he's not like other boys.
He's not. I did see that one photo of him in shorts that did a lot to me in a bad way. I did not like
Oh,
that.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I did not like that.
No, we have to keep a really healthy.
I like him in a
relationship.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wait,
you're
who are you rooting for then to win? Who do you want to take it all?
I was rooting for Mexico, but now they're out, right? So
yeah.
who do we have left? Argentina, England.
France,
Spain and France. Yeah.
It's like, okay, like that's tough, kind of. And just like energy, it's like 3 conquerors and then like the Nazi. So it's like
It's complicated. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, you know,
Yeah.
that's
I'm gonna say the woke Olympics online of people being like, oh, so you don't now Argentina is like the best one. Come on, guys. I'm like, whoa. No, let's open a book.
It
Yeah,
is
no.
crazy to be at a bar though with my friends, like Googling like which team has the most Muslims, who has the most
Yeah,
immigrants. Like I gotta
totally.
find something to
No,
provide.
it's
like,
really hard to like land with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally. So I think it's kind of like happy for whoever it happens for. Like, tell me this. If any team had a gay player, I'd be like on the map for them. But obviously Heat of Rivalry was about hockey.
Well,
so
it could be a little bye
well-
for bye with Jude and Holland.
sure.
I've seen those fan cams and keep sending them to me. Oh my god, they're amazing.
But with it's the whole like it's coming home culture though. I'm like, I hate Harry Kane so much. Nothing about him I like.
Who is that?
Okay, right, exactly. He is like the captain of the British team.
Oh.
He has top veneers but not bottom veneers. He has a hairline that
If
looks
they
like
win,
it's from a
I bet bottom
layover.
veneers are coming in if they win the cup.
He's 32, but like a rough 32. 32
that's
like,
England,
like
baby.
passing for 45. No, not when Jude Bellingham is like looking like he should be on a CW TV show.
How
like,
old
he's
is
so
he
beautiful.
though?
He was born in 2003, I think.
That's
So that's different.
that's
You can't-
unacceptable.
Imagine being born before
Post 9/11?
No, like being born before like Nicole Kidman gave birth to the world.
That's what I was gonna say second, actually.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
actually my second cultural reference
Yeah.
that I was
Well,
gonna bring into the
always. Yeah,
space.
yeah.
But
I was confused because the sentence "gave birth to the world" means a different thing than what you meant it.
I meant birth the movie.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
took
no,
me,
we
like
found it.
if you watch the tape back, I'm like loading. I'm like
yeah.
movie.
Like, right. I translated it into
I was
Hungarian.
like, because she is mother, so she did birth the world. But I was like, there's a date to it.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But why not both also?
I guess
she could have mentioned them both
Nicole
ways.
Kidman.
Well, obviously.
There's sort of a beautiful thought of like maybe Nicole gave birth to the world when she gave birth to the world.
And I'm always saying that. Actually. And I'm literally always
Someone write
saying
that down. Someone jot that down and quick. Wait, Hunter, who are you rooting for?
France, of course.
Oh, yes.
Je suis,
Oh, I
je
guess
suis
I should-
Kylian Mbappe.
I guess I should root for France. Actually, no, I'm 100% rooting for France now because I'm going in September to France to say it with me 1, 2, 3, see Celine Dion. So the vibes will be really high if they
Yeah,
won, and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's foul.
you know.
Yeah.
and I was a New York City waiter for like 10 years, so like I have a rough history with French people. So I need to sort of.
Wake that up. And thank God. Because you know what? There's nothing I hate more than a person that find out they never worked retail or never worked a waiting job.
Yeah.
Then I can't, then you're not in my circle.
Then you're
Well,
not in my
okay,
circle.
listen, I was an RA, and that
That
was a
doesn't
different
count.
form of trauma.
You got
okay?
free housing.
Have
Wait,
you-
I didn't realize you've never worked a waiting job or a retail. No, retail. Oh, no. Actually, Hunter's the only exception to that rule because I've seen Hunter's attitude problem or when she gets hungry and she ain't dealing with one customer. I'm like, you know what? That's fine and fair.
There
For
is,
the
like-
safety
wait.
of others, that's okay, actually.
There is like the rare person where it's like you have that moment where you're like, oh, you should. And you're like, not you. Yeah.
No, because it was like all love, but like, okay, I see that. That's fine.
I think if you were gonna do it, I think you could have tore it up in a Hollister when you were 16.
Oh my God, no, I was like not cute enough when I was 16.
Okay, I
Also,
don't
the
believe
smell
that
would
looking
bother
at you
you.
now.
Yeah,
The smell would get to you.
yeah. The
fragrance
Abercrombie.
sensitive. Okay.
Yes, I do have a lot of allergies to men who wear Abercrombie cologne still. However, what store did you work at? What was your retail life?
You were waiting.
Oh,
Mama
you were
did
waiting.
both.
Excuse me.
But did both.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, bisexual.
So
Yes.
So I bartended in a restaurant all through college and then in New York until I went full-time comedy. But in high school, I was a Ben & Jerry's scooper, was OG. Then we did.
Oh my God, I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
your arms are toned.
Yeah. Well, she gained 35 pounds and she had to lose it. Like, because you could eat the ice cream. Yeah. And then, but my retail stores were American Eagle.
Oh my God, because you're hot, of course.
And then,
Yeah, that's classy.
well, thank you. Not me nodding when you said that.
Well, yes, well, that's the audience.
Well,
yeah.
but not to crazy brag, but from American Eagle, I got scouted for Kenneth Cole
You whore.
outlet. But
but still, that's,
and then
that's saying something.
I did Kenneth Cole for like 2 summers in college. Yeah.
Wait, that's
Wow.
fab. That's
Yeah.
a fab stacked resume.
It was good. American Eagle is crazy because it is a cult. When you get there, they make you watch a video
Yeah.
No.
about like why their genes are better than like every other gene invented, which like we as like people with brains and experiences in life like know is not true.
Well, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. Totally.
Sydney Sweeney famously worked there. No.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll come for you.
She makes denim and she's not a good weaver. But they're like they do this whole presentation where it's like who the American Eagle customer is, and
Yeah.
they are represented by the mannequins. So the men are Brandon, and the girl mannequins are Katie's. And then like they go to Oceanside University or something like it's like a there's like a coastal California University. It's like a fake like beachy university.
Oh my God.
And there's like a narrative.
This reminds me of the Six Bells, the Audrey Gelman store in Cobble Hill that's based off of a fake town that now is like a real hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. It's giving something like that to
I've
me.
heard of the Six Bells. Is it called the Six Bells Hotel?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's called in like an inn technically. I don't know.
Oh, if she's
But-
gonna open it, she's gonna go ahead and call it an inn.
Yeah, of course.
She's going to go ahead and call it in.
It's not.
Wow,
good. Yeah.
that was more information than I planned on learning today, but I'm glad I did. I'm like, Can I pivot to something so random?
Please.
I'm
Always.
going back to you going to France, favorite Celine Dion moment.
Oh, not song moment.
Moment.
Mm.
You could do a song too. We've got time, but
So my favorite. Okay, so controversially, one of my favorite Celine Dion songs ever is "Taking Chances," which is, if you don't know it, it is come back into like a little bit more popularity because it's like one of the main songs in Titanic. But before it was like one of the more random ones.
Yeah.
First of all, the album cover, you've never seen anyone wear more hair in your life. Like it's floating up, and I think that's because if it wasn't suspended, it would snap her neck. Like it's so heavy. Like the amount of hair on her head is crazy.
we actually talked about that once, like how a true diva has a lot of hair.
Yeah.
You got volume.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of these girls is too
That's
flat.
holding
Yeah.
Phoebe Bridgers back.
And I believe there was a moment when
No
she
one's gonna laugh at
performed-
that? My Phoebe Bridgers joke?
I'm not. They are.
Wait,
Someone will
sorry, I
later.
think I missed it. What? Can we walk through it again? Take it again.
No.
Can I?
I stand with Phoebe Bridgers.
Phoebe Bridgers is a little bit of a blind spot for me. Can I be honest?
Oh, and keep it that
that's
way.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Keep it that way. And you know what?
if you've
Good for
ever
you.
felt sadness, then you should find her.
Okay.
And
If
then
you're
find
enjoying
her,
life-
and then actually land at SZA. Like get back on the Lord's
Oh.
path.
Well, they go
And just-
together. Don't piss SZA against SZA. She be online, so
Oh,
she be
I
in the
do-
comments.
I know,
she
I
will see
know,
this
I
and be
know,
like,
I
"I'm too
know.
much
do
of my
love their
girl."
song together.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
it's
love that
They
song.
love each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Two sad girls.
My favorite Celine Dion moment, I think it might be that song she's singing, but it might not be. But there is a time when on The View when she was performing when she played air guitar. And I said, this crazy lady.
This crazy girl. She's so bad with chips on her head. You know?
I know. Yes.
Complimentary AF, just by the way.
Yeah,
She kind of looks like that woman. That woman is like if you mix Celine
bit,
Dion and
yeah.
Darcy Carden.
Similar kind of like,
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Got it.
Do you have a favorite Celine moment?
The shoe moment. It taught me a lot. When she was like, a girl will fit into any shoe, she will make it work. And I said,
wow.
let me stretch. I was like, all right. Because she was like in like a size 6 to a size 9 to a size, like she's like, if I love the shoe, I will make it work. And that's why La Roche worked with
No,
her.
I was gonna say I see why she and Log go together hard. Like,
yeah.
that really makes sense.
She was like, if I want it, I got
Wow.
it. It's like, anyway, it was really inspiring. I was like, ow, but
No,
love
that's
ya.
really lovely. Okay, I want to pivot musically
Yeah.
to a woman named Madonna. I love the new album, Confessions 2.
I was there Saturday night.
I was going to ask you went to the Hunger
What was it
Games.
like?
It was
First of all, how did you get a ticket?
okay. So
You know a gay guy.
Yeah, I know a gay guy. I got tickets from. I ended up having multiple tickets at the end of the day. I'm gonna be honest with you, because you got to throw everything out there and see what comes.
You're popular.
Yeah.
Like that's the sign of a popular man.
Can I be really gauche?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I ended up getting to cut the line.
Love.
And that was
Yeah.
kind of the best thing. That was the best thing. And you know that people, and it was really beautiful because I will say the community in the line was amazing. Like people were playing speakers and dancing. And when we realized we were going to get to cut and we were cutting, there was a mixture of like hatred and like happy for you vibes.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends loudly said, "This is the best feeling in the world." And I said, "That's not helping."
Loudly?
Yeah, he was so excited. And I was like,
yeah.
you can't say that when the people can hear.
Yeah.
Like that can't
Yeah.
that can't happen. But it was so incredible. Being in the room was so fun. When she came out on stage, it was like really electric. They did a really good job of mixing it where it was like there were like it wasn't just like young gay guys who are into Madonna. There were like old like people from like the 80s there. There was like you could like
people from the 80s.
sorry, like I'm forgetting any of their names, but like club kids from the 80s who they were like,
okay,
it's
okay.
a big deal that they're there. You know what I mean? And then like people like there was like older Madonna fans in like Madonna merch from like different tours they had seen being like, I'm so excited to be here. Like it was like really special. And like the shout-alongs, like I cannot express to you when the entire club screamed, "I run into Debbie Mazar." I think that's when Lindsay went out. Like, I think, like, and then after being in the smoking section after and finding out Lindsay was gone and trying to explain to everyone that Lindsey Graham had died and then being like, we know, and trying to explain to people, gay guys on drugs, that it wasn't Mitch McConnell, it was Lindsey Graham.
But he's up next. Yeah.
Fight of my life. And a full hour later, when we were walking down the street to catch an Uber after like we'd been talking about it, my boyfriend goes, "Oh, Lindsey Graham." I was like, "Bitch, yes." Like, I've been trying to get this through your head. Like, it was crazy. But no, it was really fun. And it was gay in all the correct ways. Like, the only alcohol available was Absolute vodka. That's
totally.
Because it was sponsored by Absolute.
Love that.
So, like, you were getting your Absolute vodka cocktail in a Mr. branded plastic cup at the Madonna concert. It was really good.
Yeah.
That's so like
They
what
also
a
built,
moment.
they had the inflatable legs, so you walked through the vagina.
Yeah.
And then they rebuilt from the Good for the Soul video, that forest with all the lasers.
I was
and they
gonna say
had
the
hot models, so you had to
design.
walk through the forest to get into like the main club. It was really cool.
Yeah. They do really cool like design work at Knockdown. Like I feel like the things that they do with lighting is actually really like exciting and fun in a way that you can appreciate it if you're not on drugs and if you are on drugs, especially if you're on drugs.
Yeah, no.
It's
I mean,
fab.
I've had a lot of really beautiful, I saw like that place when they're doing it right, they can do it right. You can also end up in like a ninth circle of hell there. It really depends.
Often. Do you go to basement?
Yeah.
But I'm so glad you went.
Yeah.
I was very happy. I like reached out to every gay guy. I said, "This night's for you. This night's for you. You've been working your ass off for this moment.
Yeah.
You worked retail
That's so special.
for this moment." But,
Exactly.
is she your number one like diva music icon of all time?
I'm gonna be honest and say no. Like
Yeah.
I'm a Gaga girl.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I always will be.
Yeah.
But I love Madonna. Love Madonna. And I am, to go back to the album, I think it's so good.
Yeah.
I think it's
And unexpectedly good. Is that bad to say? I don't know. I didn't know
think
what to
so.
expect, I guess.
Well, because I think the work she'd put up before, people were like, "This is gonna be a flop."
Yeah.
And I think to follow up with Confessions too was like kind of like a high bar.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's really good dance music. I feel like it's perfectly fit.
Yeah,
For,
I was
it was
dancing in the elevator
interesting.
all night.
I did listen to a 16-hour Madonna history podcast leading up to the release to like do my research. It was
Light
also
work.
because I had like a long drive, so it was like a perfect thing.
Okay.
But Yasi Salik did this Bandsplain series where it was like 4 4-hour episodes about like every album and going through like her history and her public persona, which kind of set up the framework for me that there's always kind of been this cycle with her that started because she is like kind of the first pop star to continue being a pop star past like 35 as a pop star. Like, there's always been this narrative of like, she's old, she's lost it, it's bad now.
Yeah.
Like, and it has kind of only gotten worse. And some albums have been like liked more in retrospect as like they've gone on, you know? And she's always had to fight this narrative of like, well, you're flop now. And she's like, I'm actually not, look at my career.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was hoping, there was like a fear among some people. I think that like Confessions 2 is just going to kind of be like B-sides from Confessions 1 that aren't as good because that's why they didn't get put on. You know what I mean? But it's clear that no, this was like an album that was worked. And like the second she put out that teaser video and I heard the clip of Danceteria, I was like, oh, it's going to be going.
Yeah.
We're going to be in a good time.
That's so special. I like the Madonna lore, the Madonna like diva lore. Also a Leo, I think.
And
Yes.
I feel like Madonna, like I'm not a big Madonna head musically, but I do feel like I love her as a cultural figure and always will.
Yeah.
And like she's always someone that is bringing up like maybe like niche names from like club kids from the 80s, and then also like new artists now that like people will sleep on or don't realize, and like uses her fame to, I think, and most of the time, like really help, I don't know, raise up awareness for like trans artists who like are arguably indie or poor, and like
she was giving out at her live shows. She was giving out pamphlets about AIDS before the government was acknowledging AIDS.
Wow,
like she's legit. You know what I mean? Like
because she was there. I mean, all of her friends died.
And like you also hear like there's elements of that in like a lot of her music, like the pain of that and stuff. And I think, I will never. I feel like if you are like not going to respect her as an art, like there's one thing to be like, her music is not to my taste, I don't listen to it that often, but to not respect her as an artist, it's like, well, that's like a flawed opinion. You know, that's like not.
Titties be sitting too, so I always respect that in a woman, no matter what. I'm like, fuck Jamie Lee Curtis. But
oh God, here we go.
And I've really found a way to take it there. Sorry.
She's caught 2 strays this episode.
Not even strays, direct hits.
Red dot on her forehead. What are you watching right now?
Did you guys watch Housewives of Rhode Island?
Oh, we just started.
Okay,
yeah, well, I'm midway. You finished.
Yes, I finished, and I went to the Casamigos suite at the World Cup match between France and Sweden, and saw Rosie and Kelsey in real life.
Wow, I got to go to the premiere and I met them all. Which was.
Did you have any faves?
I'm in a really hard place because did you see all the liked tweets?
Yeah.
One more second. I'm in a really hard place. I just want to.
Well,
I love our lives.
What do you expect?
I guess I knew. Here's the thing: is that
can you add context because I don't know.
So they someone kind of combed all of their Instagrams, and not just like for like follows or things they'd posted, but like here are like it was essentially like memes posted by like the president and other like Republicans that were like. Not just like, oh, like they voted for, but like really cruel and hateful and mean and nasty in a way where I was like, oh, this might really affect my enjoyment of the show. Yeah. I think it will. But when I was at the premiere, Alicia was like really, really nice to me and like really fun to talk to. I talked with Joellen for a long time. Dolores was pretty incredible. Dolores, do you know Marty Gold Cummings? He's a New York drag queen. So funny. Was there out of drag, had met Dolores before. We were talking with Dolores, and Dolores knew Marty was a drag queen. And Marty was like, I love your dress. She was in this like beautiful, like kind of like lavender sequins gown. And she was like, do you want it when I'm done with it? He goes, I love your dress. She goes, do you think you'd fit in it? And he goes, yeah, I can make that fit. She goes, do you want it when I'm done? I'll send it to you tomorrow. And then Marty wore it to the Jellicle Ball premiere.
That is community in action.
That's like, when I saw Dolores said that, I said, well, I'll love you forever for that.
Yeah.
But I adored all of that. Like I adored the ones I met, which was Joellen, Alicia, Dolores, and Liz. It was interesting because I remember Liz said, I was like, because Liz was like so fun, wonderful in the premiere. I was like, Liz, you were so great. And she went, everyone's going to hate me in a few weeks. And look what happened, which is crazy.
Oh,
well, shit. I don't feel like people really.
She claims
was it just Liz or was it all of them? Like it was an equal opportunity?
No, so Liz actually, this is the thing that's sad. Because Liz left the show.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Liz left. She after
Liz.
I know, we all did. And
I don't think anything she did was like that bad.
Or
am I forgetting? I mean, she definitely was like with the Joellen thing, like
that
really,
fight. I think she had a hard time like acknowledge, like she would. I mean, I think she just had a hard time regulating her emotions. Like she would get really reactive at times. Yeah. But I agree, it wasn't like that egregious.
Yeah. On a housewife scale, I'm like, nothing is like.
But basically, the sad thing is she left the show, and then it turned out she was like one of the only Democrats. It's like her and Rosie.
Oh.
So the people, and everyone was on the other people's side, and then they found out their politics, and now the internet is very much shifting to be like, wait, we should have been on Liz's side, but now it's too late. She's gone. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Was she like asked to leave? Do you know, or did
no? She chose to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, she elected to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she chose to leave.
Which is sad. I mean, she's like kind of the anchor, like the big.
She was like the keystone.
Yeah, exactly. She's like the girl of the show.
Yeah.
And I think I really like Alicia, but then she took a while to like show up. I think.
I think they also maybe took production a minute to figure out how to like highlight her, like how funny she is.
Yeah.
Because she is like one of the funniest people that's like ever been on television.
No, and at the reunion when she's like, I don't know, I just like talk to this girl who has all my money and I have to ask her. And her husband is like, so that's actually the bookkeeper. Like, she's like, well, I don't want to have to like ask a girl to like get my money for me.
The entire season, everyone thought that Billy was a financial abuser who was controlling her, and it turns out that she actually refuses to learn how any of the systems work. The point when she's talking about the financial advisor, she actually says one of the funniest things is he goes, she has a financial advisor who she can talk to get anything with money, and she goes, I don't want to text a girl named Sarah.
And I actually get that.
That's one of the
literally,
Oh my God.
literally, he's like pizza mama. That's like how they have money.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I have the papers here. I'll give you 50% of pizza mama. And she's like, I don't want to like. She's like, I don't want 50%. I just want like to be married.
And Andy's like, sign the paper. Like Andy's like so mad.
Yeah. Is she as tiny as she seems?
I think
so
she's
little?
like, I remember like my memory of her is like that, like her looking up at me like this. Like she was itty bitty.
Yeah.
She was itty
Oh,
bitty.
I love that in a woman.
I hope someone says that about me one day.
Yeah.
Oh, sad about the like.
Okay, I
so.
love that you like Rhode Island and that you were an early adopter. Like I did
I'm
not
from
get
Rhode
into.
Island.
Oh. I was just gonna ask where you're
I'm from Cranston.
Oh
So
wow!
Is that the area
That's where Liz and Joelle live. That's where Liz and Kelsey live. I think Joelle's in Warwick. It's definitely where Liz lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz is in
Okay.
Cranston.
Oh
but
my God,
Liz
so
in
it's
the
close
next part
to
of Cranston.
home. Do you know any of them by any chance? Like through?
So I
know
have
of
I do
them?
DM with some of them sometimes
Okay,
because I
okay.
met them at the thing. But I have like people who like their kids go to school with Joellen,
Yeah.
but no one who's like a close like or whose kids go to school with, like Joellen's kids or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But I don't know anyone who's like a close personal friend of anyone in the
Wait,
cast.
what do you think is like the most Rhode Island thing about you?
Oh, that's interesting. That I love gossip, probably. That I talk really fast. That I like to drink alcohol. Those are pretty big. That like my family is stressful. You know.
Yeah.
I am like, because I'm from Rhode Island originally, and then I moved to Vermont when I was 7 and then was back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
So like I do like as I've moved to New York and gotten older and like become more of like who I think I actually am. I'm like, oh, at my core, I will always be a New Yorker and live in New York. I love it here. But like my base is that I am like a New England ass bitch. Like I'm so New England.
Love.
But not Boston. But not Boston. But not Boston. And don't
thank God.
And that because Boston, it's different. You know.
Okay, but I love Mass. I'm like, Massachusetts is phenomenal. Boston is difficult for me.
Boston's hard. Boston's
I
hard.
love Mass. It's so funny.
I do.
You masshole.
I feel I am. Well, because I had a lot of friends in college that like lived outside of Boston. So I spent a lot of
Yeah.
time going outside of Boston. I was like, well, this is nice. Like, this is fab, in fact.
Yeah, to me, Massachusetts feels like a food that you grew up eating. So when your friend's like, I don't like this, it's like, well, yeah, I get that. Like, you're not, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like your mom wasn't making it for you when you were a kid. So like, why would you like it? Because it is like, kind of bad, but like, I know it.
Okay, sorry. Do you think lobster rolls should be hot or cold?
Cold mayo.
Totally.
Yeah, main style. Are you hot? You're hot butter?
I don't like lobster.
Okay.
So, but someone asked me that
Crab?
question recently. Yeah, I know. And as, yeah, I know.
Do you like any seafood?
Yes. Okay, I love cod and I
Oh.
love
Classic.
salmon. Obviously, I'm black. And I love, what's the one with the bee? That was the bee.
Like a fish?
fish?
Yeah.
Branzino?
Yeah, I love
Oh, okay.
branzino.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Branzino's good.
Oh, you are just a classy broad.
Can I be honest?
Oh,
Wait.
yes,
And
Branzino and
cancel
cod.
me. Octopus.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
fair.
I don't like octopus.
Wait, can I be vulnerable for a second?
Yeah.
I didn't know that salmon was like of course I'm black. I like salmon food.
I thought you were saying, of course, I'm black. I was like, what do I
no,
not
I'm
know
quoting-
about you? Because you never know.
I was like, look,
No, I'm
I
very-
see it. I see it. You got full lips. You got a joie de vie. Yeah.
One time this girl on the train looked at me. One time I was like, waiting on the train. I was on the train going out to Rockaway, so I was on the train for like a long time. And this girl next to me who was also going to Rockaway started talking to me, and I was like, oh, I'm stuck with her, you know, a little
Yeah,
bit. And
yeah.
she was so sweet if you're watching. But at one point, she was, you're Puerto Rican, right? And I was like, no. And she went, okay, cool. Me neither, but people think I am. And I was like, what?
Wait.
She didn't say, okay, cool. She went, oh my God, I thought so, but me neither. It was such like a, like I felt like I was on like a roller coaster.
Wait, was she me?
Can I say that's why I love
That's
New York
hilarious.
City? Like that's
No,
why New York City is the
100%.
best country in the world. Okay.
neither.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
but yeah, I didn't realize salmon was considered like a thing that all black people like.
Well, yeah, between certain years. I feel like if you grew up with a black woman between the years of like, I don't know, or like a divorced black dad, I don't know, 2006 and 2012, like that's all we ate was like salmon every day.
Yeah. Or if
interesting.
you ever dated a black man, it's like the only thing he knows how to cook.
Is salmon. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's my
and,
thing.
and guess what? Also me. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, what can I say?
That's
Except
so
for that got joy pepper you fixed me up that one time. Or it was a version of cacio. It was really
It was
actually-
it was cacio e pepe.
noodles with
Stop. It was cacio e pepe.
butter.
It was cacio e pepe, and it was really good.
You flat don't cook.
No, I cook a little, but mostly yeah.
I feel like it's more fun. Do you live alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's more fun to cook for a group than it is to cook for yourself.
100%.
It just feels like
And then I
sad
cook it all, and
sometimes.
I'm
I
like,
controversially
wait, now I
hate
have
living alone. It's
leftovers.
like what half my stand-up is about right now.
Yeah.
And one of
Really?
Yeah.
say more on that, please.
I just like, well, like, like I like people. Like, I'm a social person. I don't need that much alone time, especially because the way my job is right now, it's like a very solo.
Yeah.
So, like, I liked having the built-in socialization of like having a roommate. I also like really liked my roommates.
Yeah.
Like when I lived with a partner, like I liked that too. I don't, and like for things, yeah, like cooking alone. Like sometimes there's also something really nice about having like making like not having to make plans to socialize. Like it's like it doesn't have to be an activity. We're just like in the house, like watching TV together, and like or like even just being on your phone side by side. You know, can be like yeah, it's like that's nice, and like it's kind of. I mean, you can invite your friend over to do that, but like I think it's more easy to happen like when you have a roommate or when you like live with a partner. So I just don't enjoy it that much. And also I think like like cooking alone is kind of annoying. I always say that the most degrading feeling in the world is living alone and finishing a roll of toilet paper.
Guess it's up to me.
I always say that too.
Everything's up to me, and I hate that.
All me again.
Yeah, I'm such a bottom that way where I'm like, oh, no one's coming to help, huh?
Yeah.
Because and I'm working on it. It's fine.
Do you like living alone?
No, actually.
Really?
That's why I wanted to hear you out because I'm so social too. And do you talk to yourself out loud when you're alone?
Rarely.
Oh.
No, not like
Me too. Joke. But I think there's like something like, I just feel like I FaceTime people a lot. Like I'll like road call friends a ton.
I'm also I'm also bad at it. Like I need to get better at it because like there's little things like I'll be like in my apartment and like I'll be like oh, this is lonely and quiet and sad and like I hate this. And then I'll like go over to my boyfriend's house and he'll have been alone for like 5 hours and there's like music playing and I'm like oh I could have turned on music at any point in time. Like never thought to. Never thought to
like
once.
the
Like
hum of
it's
a
like
housewife.
shit like that. I'm like bad at making it nice. Do you know what I mean?
I could make it nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really nice to live with. I don't think I would live with well, I don't know. I lived with a partner too before and I really loved it, but I'd really like struggled with the layout of our apartment, just like wasn't built for 2 people.
Totally.
And like the lifestyles that we had. So I think I would just like have to be really rich and then have like the exact lifestyle and home that I want. And then it'd be
I'm
totally
always
fine.
saying that. Yeah. I lived with an ex and we were both working from home, and so sometimes around like, I don't know, 2:00, I'd be like, okay, so some attention, please.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go to his office, I'm like, so I need some attention, actually. Like, so what are you doing?
Leo.
Yeah. But I love living by myself. I have a time by myself. I'm sitting up making myself laugh. I'm posting on my dog's Instagram making jokes. I'm like reposting like just shit Leo would say memes.
Oh,
like
sure.
I make myself laugh all the time. I love it.
I like to be in the mix. I love to like hear
I
what
like
my
to be in
friend's
the
day
mix.
is
I make the
doing.
mix.
Like
I
I'm
also
just,
am a better like all my best writing ideas, all my best jokes happen like on like this is so like corny gay I think to say, but like on the dance floor or like walking at the bar or like what like
Yeah.
I might need to be hyper stimulated to like have a quiet thought.
You outside like that?
Yeah, that's why my whole brand, like when I was making videos more, was walking around making videos because that's when I would get my ideas.
I love your walking, talking videos.
Thank you.
They're great.
I appreciate that.
They're very Rhode Island. Something about it's like cadence. That's
Yeah.
There's they're making them as a humiliation ritual. I'm walking around New York City filming this, but
And what a smooth pivot to ask, where can people follow you or find you IRL at your shows?
you can follow me at Jake W. Cornell on Instagram or TikTok or on Threads. I'm not posting on Twitter. Don't go there. Scares me. And yeah, I'm touring all throughout like the end of the summer next year. So come see me live.
Exciting.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
This is the blast. I love this. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You know that feeling when all of your friends are getting married and it's so great, except for every weekend of your summer booked?
You could spend hundreds of dollars on guest looks if you want to do that, sure. Or you can go to Nuuly and rent for $98.
Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service that lets you pick 6 styles every month. For just $98 a month, you get your choice of any 6 styles.
Rent for whatever you have going on. You'll get access to thousands of styles from hundreds of brands.
Nuuly carries labels like Reformation, Mother, Hill House, and more.
And let's not forget that Nuuly has inclusive sizing, fast free shipping and returns, professional dry cleaning and laundry, and the option to buy what you love at a really great discount.
The great thing about Nuuly is that you can wear more while spending less. There's no more of that panic buying, oh my gosh, what am I going to wear next week feeling.
Nuuly helps you have fun and explore and get creative with your closet. Free your mind and your closet and your wallet from impulse buys. Skip that whole nothing to wear spiral by renting instead.
There are no late fees, damage fees, or fees to pause or cancel. So no big deal if you lose a button, spill something, or just want to take a break.
Nuuly is a great value at $98 a month for any 6 styles. But right now, you can get $28 off your first month when you sign up with the code LEMME.
Just go to nuuly.com and enter the code LEMME to get $28 off your first month.
That's nuuly.com, Nuuly with 2 U's, and code LEMME for $28 off your first month at Nuuly subscription clothing rental. Okay, let's be honest. If you are out here paying rent or mortgage and literally getting nothing back, we need to have a chat.
Exactly. My first thought when I heard about Built was, why didn't this exist sooner?
Becoming a Built member means earning points on every housing payment. Rent, mortgage, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're paying it anyway, so you should get something back for it.
And you can redeem those points for flights, hotels, Lyft rides, Amazon.com purchases, even on future rent payments. I think I might use mine for a weekend away.
And she gonna do that, let me tell you that, she will. But here's the best part. Built gives you access to a neighborhood concierge right in the app. Think paying your rent, booking a fitness class, even ordering a Lyft, and automatically applying your member benefits.
Okay, for me, I love Built because I live in an old building where I have to write a check every single month. None of that with Built. I simply pay through the app and they'll mail a check to my landlord themselves.
I didn't know they do that. That's actually amazing.
No, it's really good.
I'm learning in real time.
I haven't been to the bank in months.
Wow, couldn't be me.
So here's how to do it. Step 1, download the Built app.
Step 2, link any card to make your local spots more rewarding.
Step 3, ask the concierge for exclusive benefits for studios, coffee shops, restaurants around your home.
And homeowners, this works for mortgages too. It's your biggest monthly expense. You might as well earn points on it.
Download the Built app and join the membership for where you live at joinbuilt.com/Lemme.
That's joinbilt.com/Lemme and use our link so they know that we sent you. Okay, can we be honest for a second?
Be honest.
You know, I used to think that consistency in skincare was just impossible. Like, who has the time or money to do a 12-step routine?
No, I know what you mean, because the second I'd miss a day or skip a step, I'd fall off completely. And it's like, does it have to be all or nothing when the all is so expensive?
No, I would just give up over and over again.
You know, then I found Naturium. I love the Glow Getter bundle. It is so affordable and it is the full package.
Okay, well, walk me through it then.
So you have the Glow Getter multi-oil body wash, which goes on like an oil but lathers up like a nice soap. And it also has a really nice scent, or you can get it unscented too.
And the Glow Getter body oil, it locks everything in. My skin looks healthy and hydrated. I mean, just look at the material.
That's what I love to hear. Naturium makes it so easy to use clinically effective skin-forward products. And you don't have to choose between great skin or breaking the bank.
Plus, they have the Consistency Club, which rewards you for staying on track. There's points for reordering. There's points for empties. I mean, they reward you just for showing up.
Give your skin the affordable, luxurious glow up it deserves. Go to naturium.com/Lemme for 10% off your first purchase today.
That's naturium.com/Lemme.
So I've gotten some bad hair advice in my day, like really bad.
Literally same. After years of using some random shampoos, I was just always frizzy.
Okay, same, because I was following like this one size fits all, whatever you get from the drugstore brand, and it was never working. My hair was breaking off like crazy.
Enter Baskin Lather, and let me tell you, game changer.
Before I found Baskin Lather, my hair was struggling. I'm talking edges gone. I'm talking brittle, split ends, all of it. They have this stimulating scalp and hair balm that I genuinely love. It is non-greasy, no petroleum, 100% natural, and it really has helped grow my edges back. I'm not gonna lie.
And that hydrating hair mist, aloe vera and avocado oil, I love to see it. I use it for protective styles, twists, braids. It's amazing and leaves my hair so shiny.
Have you seen the before and afters on their site? I mean, they're getting like edges grown back in less than 3 months.
And also, it's Black owned and family operated. The founder's sister was told her hair might never grow back. And now it's down to her hips. And that's the kind of inches I'm looking for. So
if you're tired of following hair advice that is just not meant for you,
go to baskinlatherco.com and use code LST for 20% off.
That's baskandlatherco.com. That's baskandlatherco.com and enter code LST for 20% off.
Sorry, I'm getting emotional. When you see a bad bitch link up with another bad bitch, it moves you to tears. Yeah. Thank you.
Speak on it. Yeah.
It's important to see yourself represented in media. But and then I lost it. Bryce and Trinity, winners of Love Island USA. I cried. I stay crying, bro.
Yeah.
What's cancer season, I guess? I don't know. But
Oh my God.
but you know how I be emotional and stuff. But they move me. They move me. He loves her so much. I loved seeing their families meet and love each other so much.
Yes.
Bryce's grandmother, if you're watching this, which I know you are,
No, she stays online.
you better call me, girl. We going out together. We doing shots, you and me. I'm with her.
No,
Yeah.
need her in the club bad. Need her to see Bryce DJing bad. Like I need that whole.
I want her like with like a bottle girl on one of those signs.
Yes.
I've
Yes,
never had
yes,
one of
yes,
those,
yes.
but like I don't want one day.
Maybe I'm gonna throw a party this summer. Like maybe we should do that.
Yeah, it just says Hunter's having a party. Like, what is it?
I'm not there yet. I'm not there
okay.
yet.
We're
in the
brainstorming.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. I am so happy that Bryce and Trinity won.
Yeah.
I do really love them together. That they said I love you.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so sweet.
And they meant it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they be saying it, and I'm like, y'all don't.
Well, you
Like
mean Casey and
Zach,
TT?
or Zach and Kada.
Did they say it?
Yeah, Zach, like, they had this one cutaway of him in bed saying the L word to her, and then he was like, no, I was joking. Just like my ex.
You know, I watch this show kind of one eye closed because it's too long.
I go 2 eyes open. That's how I watch it. I'm standing up watching Love Island, like I'm the lesbian watching the Eagles, being
Jesus
like,
Christ.
"Let's go." That was me when Bryce and Trinity won.
Yes.
But how did you feel about runner up Anaya and Carl?
Yeah. Happy for them.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Anaya and Carl found each other. It was like a tumultuous journey.
Yeah.
I.e. KC. However, yeah, I think Carl is like, he's so like firefighter saving a cat from a burning building. However, I'm allergic to cats. So
Yeah, he's not my type,
yeah.
but
He's like very Prince Charming. They're very like prince and princess to me.
Yes,
which
is so
is like
cute.
sweet to watch.
And I mean, I was cracking up at the preview told you exactly who was gonna win because you saw the dates and like the setup of the dates, like all these roses and these like this extravagant setup, and then Zach and Kada in a swamp, and him and his Birkenstocks carrying her out from the little. I mean, not to yuck anyone's yum. Maybe they love that stuff.
I mean, you're gonna have to hear I did fast forward through all the dates.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't like go through the discourse, but I did see the setups of like what they were doing, and it was like, oh, so I see who's winning and who's losing here.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Well, I want to talk about something controversial.
Okay.
Sincere and Melanie making it to the Final Four.
Yeah. Did that surprise you?
Yeah, it did. Honestly, I thought that the Final Four would include Casey and TT.
Yeah, because they have like if there are haters, you know there are lovers right nearby. People love to stand 10 toes behind them.
Yeah. With Melanie and Sincere,
Yeah.
and I want to like Sincere too, which is like crazy of me, I think, but they don't need to be together. I really wanted, if they won, stop the count. If they won, I would want Melanie to take the money for herself and be like, take the money and run, girl.
And she would never.
I know.
Unfortunately, like big heart, love her down, Scorpio queen. She would like, if he needed it, give him 75 and keep 25. Like that's how bad it was.
Girl,
And I say that like I love Melanie down. Like she became one of my, besides Trinity, I would say she became my second favorite girl because of how hard. Yeah, because I think she started out on my bad side. I got a little stressed with give me 10. Give me 10. And then I said, oh, you're just a Scorpio. You're just sensitive. Like that's what's actually happening. And like really, she's the way that she rides for Anaya, and we do have to hold space for that one shot of her kissing what we thought was Sincere in the pool. Turns out it was Anaya. I love women so much. So their crazy stupid love is that I do stand. I love the way that she treats the other women in the villa. Like I do think she really supports them and rides for them. And I think that's
and
sweet.
even the conversation between her and Kenzie, I thought was like a really
that
was like one of the best moments like most mature. Oh, we're having a real conversation here
couldn't
where
agree more.
you're my best, or I'm your best friend, but you're not my best friend.
Right.
Like,
because
that
this is
was-
what friendship looks like to me. So like we
Right.
can be best friends as long as you act accordingly. Low-key.
Yeah, that was real. I do want to ask, have you seen post I guess no. It was after the show aired. Sincere's mom was on Instagram Live, I want to say.
Abolish Instagram Live. Why is
Well,
everyone
especially for
going
people
on
who have
Instagram?
been on the liquor.
Oh, no. What did she say?
Oh my goodness. She said, so they showed Trinity's family. She said, oh, someone in the family said like, oh, they're so ghetto.
What? Wait.
Yes.
What?
Like this was like on audio. It was like it was her live, I think, but they had like the whole family over to watch the show. And then Sincere's uncle was like, you should have tapped that in the hideaway, talking about him and Melanie. And then she said something about Ariana Madix. She was like, oh yeah, like her husband slept with her friend and now they want to turn her into like,
Okay, wait.
it was just like, it was a lot of like
Yeah.
craziness. And it made me really sad because I really like Sincere's dad on Family, or his like stepdad on Family Day.
Yeah, me
and then
too.
to see the energy that his mom had, where I'm like, oh, you're like so boy mom down. Like I low-key see where he gets it from.
That's kind of how I felt about KC's mom. I mean, we can't be responsible for people's family. Like I don't know them. I don't need to know them. I'm glad I missed that live. But when KC's mom came on and sister, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That was, and not mention a thing about the way he treated Anaya. And people were like, well, we're past that. And I was like, well, no, actually, because they're finally getting a chance to come talk to their, brother, their son. This could be an opportunity to do exactly what Sincere's dad did, which is like hold you accountable for like the behavior we've seen all season.
Yeah.
Even though, yes, you can also still be happy that he found TT, who he so clearly is a better match with, like, obviously.
Yeah.
But that disappointed me. It made me sad that it was only, I don't know, I guess, like, not all parents are built the same, obviously. But I do feel like it was sad to not have an opportunity for him to be held accountable by his closest, I would assume. Like, people.
Yeah. And even though it was like had been earlier in the season, there'd been like more time elapsed since he had been talking about Anaya in that way during Casa. But still, I'm like, even if I were like TT's family, I would sort of say like, that's giving me pause.
Yeah.
It's like strange that you talk about a woman that you're not dating anymore with that much sort of animosity and like that level of cruelty, because what's going to happen like you don't like my sister, my daughter anymore. Like that's,
or I upset you or fight, which happens in relationships. Like, how are you going to react?
And I, despite her entrance, I really have grown to like TT a lot more.
Too.
And
me too.
And you know what? I'm a loyal bitch. So that really surprised me that she was able to win me over so much.
Yeah. I mean,
one thing about me, I love me some Trinity.
he said, that's my daughter. And
No,
I was
she
like,
really is. That's my daughter.
I was like, Trinity is my doctor. She's my engineer. She's my pilot. She's my dad. I dead ass feel that way about Trinity. She raised me. And she's also like literally my daughter because
No,
she's
truly.
22 or whatever.
Truly. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
I
An incredible run.
I love Trinity. Still you rise, I guess.
Ooh, you missed that. Yeah. Although I love a petty queen. Again, the girls with two nose piercings, that's a bad bitch for real.
I mean, she's also just like beautiful.
that too.
She really is.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait, what did you think about Jen and Gall's like little photo shoot / social
Don't care.
media run? Okay.
Don't care. I am happy for Jen though.
Yes.
Finally, she was like, so just to give you a
Vindicated.
reminder, this is who the fuck I am.
Yeah,
So
bad
I'm a
bitch.
model.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That was funny to me. Gall, I really don't care at all about.
Yeah.
But you know who has really grown on me?
Ooh.
Corbin.
I mean, he's fine.
He is, obviously.
Like,
but I'm
come
like,
on.
something about him is so funny and random to me. And Parmita, them is a fan. Leaving the set, start arguing immediately. Parmita saying, I've been with rappers, been with singers, been with entertainers. I'm known in my city.
Where's she from?
Miami.
Oh,
Of course.
Oh, wait, duh. Yeah, Miami Love. Got it.
But something about the two of them, it's like, I love their crazy, stupid love. I give it maybe 3 weeks.
That's generous.
Oh, completely.
You're a giver.
Yeah.
Generous.
No, I'm a lover at heart. But something about them, I'm like, you guys are so crazy, like so weird. It's giving toxic, but also hilarious.
But like, I also want to be involved. I love mess. I love drama. So,
Of course, no. I think this will be the first Love Island season where there will be the person who gets the Drake call to like be on some damn interlude would not be one of the girls. It's gonna be Corbin because that deep voice get into the studio.
Add a little auto-tune to it, that goes crazy.
No,
that
like,
goes crazy.
I need that on like a Maid of Honor song.
I'm going from Drake to Drewski because let's talk about those celebrity cameos in the finale. I'm just gonna.
But it was
list
also it was
people.
giving cameo. It was giving like
Literally.
like self-tape recorded like for a cameo.
Yes.
But yeah,
and I bought a few, by the way. I love cameo. Buy an ad
Sponsor
here.
us.
Okay, yeah, I love that. I got a cameo from Matthew Morrison and one from my ex-girlfriend. I'm a really good girlfriend, by the way, if anyone's wondering. In the future, I got a cameo from my Italian ex from what's her name? We watched Sopranos together. You know the one, Adriana. And that's a lover. That's a real lover.
money.
Towards Venus, baby.
yeah, she got money.
But not too much. But let me read these cameos to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, react accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo,
Mm-hmm.
Sierra.
Now that was crazy. That one really took me. I was like, wait, huh? Cece loves you. I was like, what?
I was like, you on your Zoom? You watch Love Island like that? I mean, but love to know. I
Totally.
don't know. Demi Lovato.
Demetria would watch Love Island. Now, that does not surprise me at all.
Every night at 9, I know it. Every day except hump day. Jordan Sparks. I guess that made sense.
Well, the no air of it all.
Yeah. And no air is a bop, always will be.
Yeah.
Somber.
So I see this man on my TV and I was like, I don't know who this is. And he said, I'm somber. I said, okay.
You said you saw a lesbian on TV and you said, who's this girl? And I said, and it was somber. It always is. I love his success. Okay, Kesha.
Kesha was okay.
That's cute.
Yeah.
She stole my line. I'd be saying their love is my drug. And she stole that from me.
Okay.
Drewski.
Drewski was funny. The fact that he was
always
sitting
is.
on a countertop in like an unfurnished apartment was random, but okay, whatever you say. They loved him though. They really like
sat
started him.
up.
Yeah.
Because Drewski is funny.
Yeah, I will give it to you now because I watched his,
Hunter,
I
I'm
watched
so
his
sick of playing this
sketch.
game with you. I'm always right, and Hunter always is so mean to me. Go back to every episode.
I said you were vindicated last week. I said that you
She's changing her
vindicated.
tune.
I am selfish. I am wrong.
Listen, all the pain and suffering I've been through just for her to end up on the winning team.
Okay, right. And then who oh, Kalani.
Kehlani. Again, kind of random, but then I was like, there are a lot of bisexuals on this show. And then who's Alex Warren?
YouTuber, TikToker. I had to look that up. So did they, apparently. They didn't seem to care.
I was like, who the hell? It was like, this is like a man from, anyway, okay. I actually mixed him up with the guy that said, get me to God's country. I was like, that guy? But he's named something else. Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Not him.
Yeah. Well,
would've-
Fiji is not God's country.
Well, Kenzie was out, so they were like, we don't need to do that anymore.
I want to say shout out to Tefi Pessoa and Sierra Miller.
Yeah. Mirena.
I have loved After Sun this season.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a lot of fun. And they get a lot of crazy comments on threads that I happen to darken my doorstep. And it makes me mad every single time because I'll box over them. But I also want to talk about specifically the clips of Tefi doing like those interrogation. Those are so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those are so funny.
Yeah.
Especially, I did just watch the one this morning where Corbin says, Tefi. No, I was giggling, kicking up my
so
feet.
good.
Like,
I mean, she did exactly what I would do, which is like, get Corbin over here, stat.
Yes.
we're getting on our Zoom together.
No, like that's a comedian.
He's actually thinking about it. He's gonna make bank on Cameo to say people's like, because I want him to say Peyton so bad.
No,
I need that.
I'm like, wait, am I in love?
Wait, is that your like number one boy from Love Island? Do you think?
At this point, probably. I mean, I also really like Bryce a lot.
Yeah.
I think Sincere is maybe hands down like the most handsome to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like Zach a lot more, but then he kind of just like everything about him. I'm like womp womp.
Yeah, I don't know.
And like being like, I was an ugly duckling brother. World's tiniest violin. Okay,
Right.
and
so many people were like going crazy for Carl, and I was like, Meg was like, he's the hottest one, and I was like, I just like don't feel that way. But then I was like, but I like don't like men like that, and like not even in a lesbian way. It's just like I don't like that kind of man. I guess.
I think he's cute, but yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, Carl, take a seat. Mom, Carl's mom.
Oh yeah,
Stand on up and get
his
your
sister.
baddie chain,
She's
queen.
beautiful too.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Actually, wait, we have to go back to families for a minute. Melanie's mom and sister. That was hard to watch. Legit, like when in After Sun, which by the way is the only year I've watched. So just know that they're doing a great
when
job.
they were crying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically when
really-
Teffy was crying, because I felt like I related a bit more to that sentiment of just like, as someone who's like really close with my mom and like friends like sisters who've had to like sit me down and tell me things I maybe didn't want to hear. I like got emotional. I cried again. Just like thinking about how important that conversation is and how like loved she is by her mom and her sister. And that was like really beautiful to see that kind of protection over her.
Yeah.
Even though she still chose to be sincere. And I hold space for that because it happens.
She said, right. So anyway.
right. You had a whole owl come and like give you a prophecy. Your mother comes to give you a blessing and you're like, so I'm going to stick beside him.
I got to put me first. And putting her first is putting sincere first. So
when he said she's so resilient. You're the like.
They're them doing impressions of each that
was
of
funny.
everyone, and his impression was Melanie giving him another chance again and again and again. I was like, say that's actually evil.
Yeah, he does have the traits of a toxic masculine lesbian. That one,
But as you said on this very podcast, let me say this. He lies so much, he doesn't even really know that he's lying. It doesn't even occur to him that like what he said was just not true.
yeah, it's truly not malintent. He just is a little dumb.
I want to hold space for a very important person to this season.
Ooh.
Soul.
She's on live too.
Soul had one agenda item. Two. Mama happy. And to just give everyone the ick. Like give everyone a bad vibe. Every single person was like, nah, girl, get her, boot her out this bitch.
Boot her out this bitch is fab.
But I love Soul, low-key. I'm like, you're hilarious. You're built in a lab to divide us.
But like what was didn't they all meet up? All like the future cast members of Beyond the Villa? They like all met up at like, I don't know, Benihana or something.
Oh, was that the photo of Kenzie with people?
Yeah. Which, well, quick question. Are you watching Beyond the Villa? Have you ever watched any of those?
No.
I tried to watch the very first one. And I was like, actually, like the minute we're done, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
This might be the first time they're not going to get, like, Core 4 is going to outgrow this. I would hope and pray. But, like, this might be the first time that I might genuinely, like, really care about, like, the girls post-Villa. But probably not.
No,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know. I don't really follow.
I'm gonna be following Trinity and Kata.
Do you follow them on
Melanie
on IG?
and Anaya
Or Threads?
No, I haven't followed them anywhere. I
never follow them.
Yeah, neither do I. But this season I will. And you know who I'm gonna be following too?
So?
Corbin.
Kenzie. Melanie. Oh, he's so good at his job.
Like, that's hilarious.
But wait, Parmita doesn't have a real... She has a different voice too. Someone was... Well, let women do whatever they want, actually. I don't care. Yeah, talk however you please, girl.
Yeah. Listen, she's known in her city.
Yeah,
whatever accent she has, she's known in her city.
I gotta go to the club with her. Her and Bryce's mom. We turn it up. Meet Parmita and Bryce's mom.